Hello everyone and welcome to this video. In this video I'm going to be demonstrating a keyboard app called Keedogo Plus. Now I'm a bit confused about how exactly you would pronounce this, but having talked to a couple of people I think it should be pronounced as Keedogo. Now there is a plus version of the app and there is also just a standard version of the app. And in today's video I'm going to be going through the plus, demonstrating the plus version of the app, which I think I paid £4.99 for. But the standard version is just £1.49, and you can see that down here. Now, in the last update for iPads and iPhones, for the first time Apple allowed other companies to create keyboards to be used on the iPads and the iPhones. And so this app, the Keedogo, is just one of many different keyboards that have been created for the latest iPads and iPhones. And as we can see from the screenshot, it offers us a high contrast, simple keyboard. So let's crack on and let's move into, once we've purchased it, the next thing I'm going to show you, and you can see from the fact that it says open up here that I have purchased it already. So the next step is to install it. So let's go to our tap on settings and then we go to general, and then what we're going to do is in general, let's go back just to take you step by step. We're going to find where it says keyboard, and then we're going to go up to keyboards at the top, and then we're going to tap on add new keyboard. And this is where you can see here Keedogo Plus is part of this, but also if you bought the standard app then just tap on Keedogo. That's how it will appear. Okay, and you can see then that it appears in the list of keyboards that I've got installed at the top of this screen up here. And then what we're going to do is we're just going to then go into any app which requires us to enter text, and just tap on the part of the screen where you need to enter text and your keyboard will appear. Now obviously this screen here shows the Keedogo app. It may be that when you tap on the part of the screen for text entry, your Keedogo keyboard doesn't appear. Don't panic, all you need to do is touch on the globe, which is the bottom left of the keyboard, and then what it does, by touching on the globe, it cycles you through all of your installed keyboards. So this is obviously, we've now got the Apple keyboard that comes as standard. If I tap on the globe again, I then go to one of these emoticon keyboards, I tap on the globe again, I then go to another keyboard that I've got installed, which is the swipe keyboard, and if I then touch on the globe again, I go back to my Keedogo keyboard. Okay, so let's have a look at this app. Obviously what you've got is you've got a blue background, you've got high contrast keys and letters, yellow keys, black lettering. We've then got a high contrast, a very bright delete key, a very bright enter key, and a coloured caps lock key. So that's one, and because this is the plus, because this is Keedogo Plus, we can actually modify how this keyboard looks. And to go into the settings for this keyboard, we're going to tap on the 1, 2, 3, bottom left of the screen, and then the bottom right of your screen you've got the gear icon, tap on that. And let's have a look at all of our options for modifications. So the first one is at the top here, we've got theme. So we can either have a coloured theme or a grade theme, and there we go, there's the differences between the two. And the next option is the layout. We can either have the traditional QWERTY, which you can see here is a layout that we're all familiar with, or we can ask it to do standard order of the alphabet. So when we go there, instead of the QWERTY layout, we've got the alphabet in the correct order. So top left we've got A, bottom right we've got Z. Now the next option for us is, we can see from the keyboard here that at the moment our vowels are coloured in red. But if we go into the settings, we can actually knock that out, we can cancel that, and all of the keys are now black on yellow. The vowels are not specifically highlighted. Our next option is key label case at the bottom of our screen, so let's go there. Now this, let me look at the description that I've written down there. Our options here are between dynamic and always capital. So dynamic is what we've got here, and the dynamic option, that's where the keys on display are in the case that you will use next. So for instance, if I start typing, you can see that let's go back to it. So let's have a look at, you can see here that the keys on the keyboard are uppercase. Now in the dynamic option, that means that the next letter I will type will be, and if you check the address bar at the top of the screen, it will be in uppercase. And you can see as soon as I've typed that, it's gone back to lowercase on the keyboard, which means that the next letter that I write will be lowercase, which is what's happening. Now this may get a little bit complicated, okay, so stick with me. If you don't choose dynamic, the other option is always capital. So let's go back to our keyboard. Now regardless of whether or not you are typing in uppercase or lowercase, when you've got the always capitals option on, the keys on the keyboard are always displayed in capital letters. Okay, so you can see here that even at the top I'm writing in lowercase. The keys on the keyboard are displayed in uppercase. And then if I put the caps lock, if I put the shift key on and go to capital letters, they're still capital letters on the keyboard. So that's a little bit, it took me a while to get my head around that option there. But that is the key label case option. Okay, let's move down. You can see that there's lots of different options on the Plus version. The next one is word prediction. At the moment I've got word prediction on. Now what that means is, if we go back to our keyboard, and let's get rid of all of that. Word prediction means that as soon as I start typing, you can see at the top of the keyboard here, a list of words appears as the keyboard's trying to guess at the word that we are trying to type. And this is the prediction facility, which is also part of the latest update for iPads and iPhones. So of course you can have that, you can have word prediction on or word prediction off. And you can see then, if we go to word prediction off, there won't be any, it won't try and predict what words, none of the predicted words don't appear at the top of the keyboard. Okay, so let's go back into settings, go to word prediction, put that back on. Now the next option is the size, the height of the words. We can have the word prediction, at the moment it's set to small, so you can see there the size of the letters and the words, the height of them is that, but we can change that and we can go to large, and there you Keedogo. It kind of seems to double the size of the predicted words. Now the next option, again related to word prediction, is the maximum number of suggestions, and here you can go from 1, and you can see, or hopefully you should be able to see, that there's just one word predicted there, all the way to 7. So if again we look at let's just come out of there. So we've got 7. So we've got 7 words there. So let's try typing another word. Okay, so we've got so I've just started to type in TO at the top and it's given me 5 predictions, but actually it could do up to 7 with that option. So that's there, that's the maximum number of suggestions. Now I would think realistically you're going to want about 4. I think 7 for most people would be a little bit confusing, and you can see that now there's 4 words have appeared at the top of my screen here. So I would say for most people 4 or 5 would be absolutely adequate. Now the next option, again relating to this, is the suggestion order. Should it be alphabetically in order, or should it be in order of the most of what the keyboard predicts is the most likely word? So at the moment it's alphabetical, so let's have a look at that. You can see that those 4 words across the top are in alphabetical order, whereas if we chose to put it to, let's go back, to put it to in terms of likelihood, it changes it slightly and changes the order around to what it believes is the most likely word that you're going to type. So I think that function there is something to as you're working with the person who's using it, is to kind of work with and adapt as necessary. Some people may want it alphabetical, some people may want it in view of likelihood. Okay, now here we go, we've got prediction level here, and to be honest we've got word completion, next word prediction, or multi-word prediction, and I'm not quite sure what this option means. So if anyone out there knows what this option means, then please let me know. Okay, I better hurry up because this video is moving along slightly. And the final option for us is learning. Do we want the keyboard to learn all words? Do we want the keyboard to learn only the correctly spelled words that we put in? Or do we want this option off, which means that the keyboard doesn't learn anything that we type when we're using Keedogo? Okay everyone, that's it. There's about a 15-minute video here. Thank you for watching. Again, if you have any comments, positive or negative, leave them below the video and I will look at them and get back to you as soon as I can. But thank you for watching.